Okay, start a new stream. There's a new update, 1.61. They made some, highlighting the major strategic AI improvements. The AI is going to do better as far as, utilizing its fleets. It looks like it's not going to sit there and let me just invade their world. You know, and then it's going to also, instead of just trying to send out sea ships all day long, it should be trying to wipe out my fleet first. Now, this stream, I'm going to try to quote unquote do peace. We'll see how that goes. And it looks like they are going to be recalculating the ship design strategies. That looks pretty exciting. I'm hoping to see more defenses on the AI ships. This doesn't tell me a whole lot what this means, but this is my first time seeing. Some people got it earlier in the week. I had to work in North Dakota. And ship design balance. Yeah, they switched fighters and all that stuff. I know the weapons. I heard that they changed those, and then they also made some general improvements to combat. All right, and then here's the full patch notes. Just see if the arena size seemed to be okay. I was actually asking questions about this because this sometimes causes problems when they shrink it like this. It sounds like it's been okay, especially since they slowed the ships down a little bit. Yeah, this doesn't really say what it does, but I guess there's some variance. And again, about the strategic AI things that they're doing with that, these are, they look very exciting to me. And control large fleets, stuff like this. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Peacekeeping trade gives +1 starbase range. Not actually sure what that is. My guess it's a civ creation trait. And then housing districts, there's actually going to be... Oh, so it looks like they're making it so you can build tall. With the housing districts, and then I think somewhere else in here I saw that population or housing districts will also do population. And a lot diplomacy changes, and I want to focus a lot on that in this game. And then we have the orbital improvements. Yeah, some of the improvements, they reduce the cost of them, especially the early ones, so you can build them. This is actually kind of nice because before you couldn't do the colonial clinic on your homeworld, but they're going to make it more expensive. But they're also reducing the durantium costs because before durantium was you just need tons of it. Half time I just started to ignore it, but you need tons of it. It looks like they increased the cost of the population district. I wonder if that is supposed to be housing district or if there's a new district here. General increase in planetary improvements. I know the manufacturing. This I think just kind of coincides with the other increases, so it might be roughly the same number of turns, but you're going to have to explicitly build up your manufacturing. You're not going to benefit as much from the passive buffs, but it should go up a little faster. And then let's see. I know there's some culture changes here. Let's see, drive optimization removed. That was bugged. It was supposed to be a repeatable tech and never worked. It looks like they removed it. Will they bring it back? Possibly. They may find a different way. It's just it did not work well. Culture tree unlocked by diplomacy tech. I don't recall ever seeing a culture treaty. Research treaty, I think that comes earlier now. Economic trade pacts tech. This, I believe, is new. Military alliance. And then, let's see, pirates monsters are slightly more common. And dredge ships. Okay, so they made some of the other ship, the pirate or space monsters, more dangerous. And there's going to be more pirates around. And then ship balance. You know, briefly, it looks like the beams are going to be higher accuracy. I was hoping to see missiles would have higher accuracy, but this is the important change. I've been asking that they reduce missile cooldown for quite a while because it hurts it just way too much. The range decrease overall. Everything decreased because of the battle arena. And then sublight speed, I wonder, I'll have to look at that. Because there's that artifact I thought was kind of worthless, but maybe I don't understand how that's supposed to work. Looks like fighters will have higher acceleration, a little bit higher manufacturing cost. It looks like maybe the cost of the old frigate. Oh, that is the frigate. Okay. Slowing the frigate down a little bit, slowing its acceleration. Cruisers are going to be more expensive. And the hit points and mass has been increased 24. I've heard that there might be an artifact of this. It might have the same mass as a battleship. Because it's early access, there will be things. So it looks like that will be... Oh, beams reduced to 3 too. So looks like missiles won't be king, but I think it still works out in the end that they are going to be still stronger than the other weapons. This just will bring them up in line. All right. We will hide that window. And where is my... See, I made a hotkey and now there we go. Okay, so now you'll hear the sound because I'm tabbed into game. All right, I'm going to focus on game setup. I actually did this in the last stream, but I forgot to hit the record button. So I want to go over it again here. And we'll kind of set up our game. I want to do a really diplomatic focused game. So we'll think about that in just a second here. All right. Let's see. Is there such thing as diplomacy ships? Probably not. I was just curious. I don't actually know. Okay. For diplomacy, it does help to be rich and have so maybe we'll do the economic ships. The more money so you can buy stuff. But we don't need to necessarily stack all the economic buffs. I don't know how well the game volume is. Behaviors. This screen is just when you're encountering them. It kind of gives the AI how you want to play it. So this doesn't matter too much, but we're going to make it play how we're going to focus, which is going to be diplomatic, and then we'll do expansionist is actually an anti-diplomacy thing. They'll probably get in a lot of wars if they're expansionist. Let's give them greedy. We'll see what happens. I will do carbon based, and seems. Oh, I have no game audio coming through. 1 second. Changing that. Okay, now it's deafening me. There we go. I was wondering why I was on my main speakers. Okay, so I might actually create a civilization here, and then kind of go through it, and I'm gonna try not to be absolutely overpowered. Let's see. I need an idea. Let's just go for something strange. Race of diplomatic dapper cats. Maybe. I doubt there's a picture, but if there is, we will go with it. Culture affinity. They want. I think they want this. Yeah, there'll be egalitarianism. And before I click generate, you kind of want to fill all this other stuff out. I can do that later, but abilities will do, because this is part of the description there. Okay, I've never really played with bureaucrats, so let's do that. And we want likable for the diplomacy bonus. And we'll go we'll set ours as gentle, and then so I can add point and rich. So alright, towards okay, and then the base race citizens. I'll pick that later, and then pick 2 of these. I might do traders, because that helps with diplomacy, and just double checking here. And then wealthy. So I won't have to actually research the universal translator. I'll start with it. Okay, let's do how does this look? Let's see. Try and get a color that seems, or that would be somewhat appropriate. Without sitting here the entire stream coming up with colors. Let's see. I want like a royal purple. That's not royal purple. Okay, let's see if I can do this quickly. Purple. Okay, it does update. Okay, maybe I have to select the material, and then we'll do, oops, secondary maybe a blue. I'm not going to promise I'm the best one for coming up with great color palettes, so don't shoot me. Okay. I don't know, maybe that. It's really not the color that I'm expecting from this. I feel like that needs to be that, and I just gotta look at materials. Engine trails. Why can't I just pick this here? Maybe I'll switch one more thing. This can be the blue and this can be the purple. Okay, and then just kind of look, see what kind of looks nice. Oh, and then style. My style is bugged. We'll do all Terrans. I like the look of their ships. Oh, 1 second, I should probably tell the entire chat. Kind of looks pretty good to me. Medium reflectivity, bright lights, and secondary. Now watch. We'll kind of go with that. Hopefully I have a seed chip. I'm not changing anything right now. The last time I changed something, I didn't have a seed chip. Not that I'm focusing on war, but we will see. Alright. Cats are kind of came from the desert. We'll just generate here. Perfect unity. Oh, come on. This is lagging pretty hard. Okay, so it failed. I'm not worried about this strength and weaknesses. It failed to generate. Okay. I don't see anything that kind of fits my description, so let's go to the next one. That one sort of I might go with that one. Oh wait, there's cat. Sure, we'll go with that one. And then I forgot there's cat citizens. There we go. Felinoids, peripheral, strategic importance, diplomats, spies. Okay, so this, we'll go with this. Almost want the color. Oh, we gotta change our logo. What would be a cattish? I kind of want to do some of my blue and purple, but that's the old icons. Okay. Maybe I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. So we got our race kind of set up here. And we'll save civilization. All right. Next. Okay, difficulty. I reset some of these things, so, but I want to go through them. Galaxy difficulty, basically, if I believe bright means there's no bonuses. Farther you go to the right, you, like, I know this is 30%, this is 200% for godlike. I will probably do incredible, even though it's going to probably cause some problems. Now, I might regenerate the start a few times this go around, because I do want to try to avoid an early war for this game. The last stream I did was very war heavy, and that's not what I want to show off this time. Game pacing, I just leave it on normal. This affects your manufacturing rate, this affects your research rate. Play how you want. Minor races, I might put down to, because I do like them in the game, but I don't need a ton of them. Hostile entities, I might just leave it on occasional. This is not whether or not you'll see pirates or anything at all in the entire game. This determines how many of their shipyards or nests that you see. If you set it to none, you're gonna still see pirates on the map. It's just you shouldn't see any nests at the start of the game. If something can spawn a nest, then like an event, that could still happen. Civilization proximity. You can do close, which I think most people don't want to do that. Others in sectors, why I like you have one neighbor in your sector. Distance, the distant and far need a little disclaimer on these, and which means I'll jump to number of sectors. Next, number of sectors, you have singular, which is you have one giant sector. You don't have individual ones. Binaries, you have two sectors. Think of it like Milky Way and Andromeda Galaxy. A few means you have, I believe this is 3. This is several 7, I believe. It's 5 or 7. And then many I know is 9. Now, the more sectors you have, the number of sectors is going to affect how civilization proximity works. So if you put 25 civs, you have to keep in mind that this is only 9 sectors. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't want any other civs in my sector. But they put, they load it up with a bunch of civs in their map, and then it doesn't give them the results they're looking for. They may have it, they set it to far, and they'll have 8 AIs at their sector, because it kind of pushes them out, or all the civs out of the sector, and then has to put them somewhere, but there's only 9 sectors to work with. So if you change this value, you want to take your number, or the number of civilizations accordingly. Galaxy size is how big the sectors can get. My cat misses me. She hasn't seen me all week. So I'm going to do medium. And then I am going to do a few. So I'm going to have 3 sectors, I believe is how that works. Maybe we'll do 5. Star frequency, I'm going to bump it up a little bit because I want more stars, more crowded sectors. But this, in a way, I believe the more stars you have is going. It also generates how many habitable worlds you have, which can, change how that setting works. I'm not 100% sure, but habitable worlds, getting to that, this is misunderstood more than anything that I've read online. If it's a class 1 or higher, it's habitable. If it's a 0, then it's uninhabitable, or a dead world. This is not how many core planets you get or have an option. The higher you have habitable worlds, the more core worlds you'll have, but it's not directly affects it. Sorry. Stumbling over words. Extreme planets, I'm going to knock it down a little bit because they're nice. It kind of changes your colonization, but I don't want to avoid it. Resources, I typically play on uncommon, but in this particular game I might actually bump up to occasional. So I can build more star bases, get more resources, and I'm doing a diplomatic game. Okay. This is gonna hurt to I think I was playing around with this earlier anyways. I'm not going to disable tech trading like I normally do. Because it's one of the big things that you can trade. So if I turn it off, then you're only trading resources, and it's just not going to be that interesting a video. And there's a bunch of stuff go along with it. Disable tech brokering. Tech brokering I'm going to leave off because I just don't want to. What this means is, let's say I trade hyperwave. What was it? Hyperwave beacons. Or universal translator. I get universal translator from one AI. I can then, if I can do tech brokering, go around and get the tech that I didn't research and trade it to other civilizations. If you disable it like I have here, you can only trade techs that you've researched. Now I start with universal translator, so I believe I can trade it. AI surrendering. This kind of helps too. So how this works is the AI, when you beat them down to the point where they're almost eliminated, they may decide to give up and give all their stuff to whoever they like the most. So for, if you are peaceful with the other AIs, you may get their colonies, before they get eliminated. I think it's good to leave surrendering on. It's usually they don't do it unless you've stopped them. Now they may push all their colonies to someone else that you're fighting, which happened actually quite a bit in the last game. But I just leave it on. Colonies transfer ownership on surrender. I believe that's the same thing, but I'm curious. No fucking war territory. I will leave this on because it's just scouting your own territory with how small the sensor ranges are is just not fun. So if anything in my territory, I usually just leave this on. Alright, victory conditions. I am going to leave prestige on. I'm going to turn off monthly limit though. It's going to be a longer game a little bit. Everything else will leave on, especially alliance. The goal is to actually get an alliance victory. We'll see. Okay, next. Okay. After changing everything here, it's suggested 18 players. So I will do my usual 9. And then subtract 1 for myself. And I want to make one of them Drengin. Because they're fun to make them happy. They look all creepy and stuff. So I am playing on mini sectors, which is 5. Actually, I could do 2 more AI. I'll remove one for myself. So I add 1 more. This will put about 2 AIs in every sector. Okay. This particular game I may regenerate because if I get the Yor next to me, it's not gonna be an interesting game until I beat him. I kind of want someone at least a little peaceful, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna zoom out, which will tell me, oh, I have my Drengin. The Drengin are in my neighboring sector. So this is why I like doing this. This could be a challenge because Drengin are typically very war heavy, but I'm gonna try to make them my best buds. We'll see how that goes. Okay. First things, research. Actually, second thing, why are these on? Okay, 1 second. I feel like all my options. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. That's also why the sound is so loud. And all these are changed. I'll fix these later, but we are not turning off auto favorite and disable this tutorial. Just so you know, anytime you if you ever want to change the difficulty, you can do that. That's right here. I might turn dead planets to 0 because I don't need to see them unless I'm going to try to look for them. And yeah, it's all screwed up. Okay. Governors, I'm going to look for whoever has the highest intelligence. That's not too expensive. I'm also going to look for diplomats. Diplomat, this would be good, but they're way too expensive. So let's grab, and then do I want 2 governors? Because it's good to have. I'm gonna put this in the Minister of Technology, and then the question is you can do Minister of Exploration or Colonization. Now look at our map here. Early on, I am actually don't have a lot of stuff at range. In fact, I don't have anything in range. So I'm gonna want the come in here and do this one to do the Minister of Exploration, which will add 7 to the range, plus they all do 1 move a turn. Now it's not going to update right away. Probably the next turn, and then it should be around here. I should have all these stars in range. Now, of the stars here, this is a potential Promethean world. I think orange is cooler than the yellow stars, so I think you get frozen worlds, but I'm not sure if it even makes a difference. That's a good question. Oh, I might have to restart, because what world is this? This looks like... No, I think I'll do... this looks like the Exali, but they actually have food. It's a plus. It might even be the Drengin world. Oh, I'll work with it. Okay, I start with crystallized Illyrium. which is nice. Influence, which is good for what I'm trying to do this game. Oh, before I do anything else, I want to save turn 1. I should have done slightly earlier. I actually like desert world or desert starts. It makes, food a bigger deal. I don't see any. Okay, it looks like this is the pirate ladies starting conditions. Although it's a little bit better. Motivation helix. Okay, that helps rush ships. This is population. This is a research. So research area here, production area probably down here. I'm going to destroy my capital and I'm going to put it probably here. Okay. And then this is, I'm going to put my starport here. So this will be my industrial center. And I don't see the research thing. Did they get rid of that? Interesting. Cultural district, I got that because I start with Universal Translator, but I don't see the computer capital mainframe. I probably got nerfed. Oh, maybe it's because I wonder if it's because Iridius starts with this improvement, which is probably better. Okay. I was wondering if I had it nerfed. I so exploited the capital mainframes in the last few playthroughs. Okay, I'm going to sub 2 probes is not going to take 14 turns. I'll kind of go into that in a little bit here. And then I don't see any colonies nearby, but because I do need to, I have some potential worlds on the next turn, so I kind of want to rush some colony ships. So let's see, there's one. Now I might colonize the world that's in the same system, provided it's not. Let's see what is, yeah, 3 minerals, 1 technology, 1 wealth. There's, I don't know what it is, but there's a growing trend on the forums. I think class 1 worlds are garbage. And that is just not true. And I will, it's the biggest thing that came from Galactic Civilizations 3. A lot of the players there, you ignored the low class worlds. Actually, there's a reason why you would even in 3, there's some exceptions to that. Oh, I didn't change my color here either. I almost want to restart over the color. But this is actually kind of an interesting start, so we're going to just deal with it. Coerce colonization, and then laissez-faire is increases gross income, increases crime, increases pollution. This is basically I don't know if it's better land exploitation, but between both of those. And then I have the great expansion. In fact, I didn't know I had that. Okay, great expansion, 200% growth and 1 maintenance. So we'll do that. It's going to costs us a little maintenance, but that's fine. And then the next policy, you know, the hyperwave one, will unlock the coerced colonization, which will give me plus 300% growth. Eat that, Torians. All right, normal. We're gonna lower our taxes a little bit, and again, this does not mean. It may actually mean on this turn, but let's go core worlds. Okay, 69% because we only have that. We'll set this here so we can expand as quickly as possible. We don't need high monthly income on turn 1. Print money. Nope, that's still the same. It's still not really good unless you need that money. Which I mean, wouldn't be bad because that's a pretty good leader. But I think I will wait. All right, we are going to be going down this tree, which will give fairness. So 3 free colony ships starting on turn 7. This is going to be nice. Plus 10% approval. That's a good opener. Then we have a choice between representation. All colonies generate influence. Otherwise, they always do, but it's about twice as much influence. Tolerance is the core world start with 100 influence, so probably these I'll probably take tolerance, and then that will probably be it here. Everything. So this is going to be a pretty good for expansion, and which is nice because this it looks like I'm in a small sector. But there's a lot of yellow stars. But the Drengin are somewhere around here. All right. Oh, flagship. I think I may or may not need to reload the game just to get my settings back. All right. Let's just check this purple one. Oh, there's a new sound here. Oh, each of the ships has their own kind of variation of the selection sound. That's neat. Okay. Mancab is adds 1 production, 1 technology, 2 wealth, and 1 farming. So, but it doesn't look like it has any resources, which is a shame. I'm going to send that out here. And I'm going to rush a couple light spares. I started with extra income on the start, so we can do some here. I'm going to get 1 snuggler colony because I think it increases approval by 3%. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to rush the industrial center. And then I'm going to slow build these worlds. Now, oh, did I rush a probe? 1 second. Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, no. Now, by rushing something in the back of the line, I still... Well, maybe I just ruled that out. I'll have to look here. Okay. Grab the one with the lowest approval when you're selecting one. Which is Usually the one with the highest expectations. Okay. I'm going to... Now I'm a little now there's a distance where pirates usually can go to at least the first star without pirates, but who knows, that may have changed. Let's go up here. And mapping artifact. Ooh, this is nice. So I'll cast distant vision. And this will give me an idea. Okay, the Drengin are up here. And now with that, I know there's this world here. This one is also, and that's a precursor world, Thulium Moon. And then the AI, I think if I go up here, they're going to get annoyed. And like I said, I'm going to try to do peace. So I think I might do my expansion down this way. All right. I don't know what's selected. Okay. That was... I like getting mapping artifacts at the very beginning. Okay. Now, as far as treaties go, you always wait the first turn. Don't do any treaties on turn 0. Unless you meet them like they meet you during their turn, then you can usually do a trade. You want to make sure you unlock open borders first. Okay. And subspace scanning, precursor anomalies. I'm going to grab hyperwave radio decks. Coordination beacon upgrade. Max and inactive pulse. And I want this because I want the very fast population growth. Just trying to get through some of the early game here. Okay, let's see. Probably go here. Rush another colony ship. And we'll send my probe over here since this whole start was mapped. Okay, I don't know why they're all suddenly annoyed. Okay, so if I take that world, I have a choice. I can come up here. Oh, there's Snuggler Colony. I want it. I was gonna be nice to them, but I want the Snuggler Colony. And I think the mapping artifact goes for a little while. Okay, we got some extra money here. I want... Oh, and I remember what I was going to do. So for the Drengin, I might give them, or I might put the diplomat here. This is 13 social. And, oh, these do show up. Okay. So now, because before a single plus was like 0, 1, now you can actually see it. So you can add these together and like they're cordial because they're this is +2 +1, so you have 3 -1, so they're going to get to a +2. Now I'm going to add a governor, which adds, this one's going to add a lot, but now I'll actually see how this mechanic works here. And then we're going to go to diplomacy, talk to them, and trade. And I might trade them open borders, which they give about 50 credits, you know, for this tech. Now, what I'm going to do here is kind of go through the techs here. They're not going to do armed shuttles because they don't like me enough, and I'm not going to try to trade anything with them right now other than open borders. So I'm going to get what I can, and just because I want, oops. I just want every credit. No, it's not that big of a deal right now, but okay, so tech trading. I don't necessarily want to do this right now, but I want to give them universal translator because they'll probably research it themselves and maybe research districts. I might pick one or the other. I'm not going to give them both because they value things less. So if I do the universal translator, I should have done this before I messed around with all this stuff. You can click on this and it will slowly kind of get yourself into where the optimal range is if you click on the left side or the right side. So now Universal Translator brings that up to 210. Well, what happens if I just do Universal Translator by itself? This is going to prove me wrong. Okay. Oh yeah, so open borders was going to give us 50 credits, but in Universal Translator is going to give me 200 credits. So in theory, we should be able to get 250 credits. But this is one point about diplomacy, is the more you put on the table, they value it less. So you don't want to do too much at once for the best deals. So I could do research search districts, and they're only going to give me 30 credits now. But if I do research districts by itself, you know, they'll give me 90. So when you're trading with the AI, do as little at a time as possible for the best deal. Unless you just don't care. There's sometimes where it's just like, okay, I'll just trade whatever because I just need the money or whatnot. So, but always trade your open borders, even if you. This is not a civilization game, so this takes away their penalty for being in your space, and I think also with the border friction. Also, persuade adds 5%, so in theory, I should get another 10 credits. Might as yeah, okay. Might as well use that. It'll come back in 12 turns, so you can do it every other trade. Okay, accept. So now it's probably not going to show it till next turn, but we'll see their modifiers go up. The other thing I want to do, they gave me 50 credits for open borders. You can turn around and go to, we'd like to offer you financial aid. Well, I pay 1 credit per month at this case. So I basically are going to give their money back for further diplomacy buffs. And then I go back in here and I'm going to declare friends with them. Now, I won't see all these changes. I can see that friendship is a +1. But I might trend further along. Maybe I'll call this video how to make a Drengin grin. Okay, now I might... This is going to do a few things. One, they're less likely to declare war on you. Let's see. When they like you, which makes sense. And it's just doing this. I actually do need one of these worlds because I need to get my trade ship over to the Drengin world a little bit later. But in 10 turns, I'll be able to do another trade with them. And then I can, I will see the benefits of all the deals I just made. Okay. Let's go to diplomacy now. Now I can see all the buffs. That open borders treaty is a +1. The, you're outside of our travel range. That's just, you know, your borders, they can't get to you, so that's a buff. I'm giving them tribute. It's a +1. My skill in diplomacy, because I started with diplomacy modifiers, is 2. Diplomats, I actually thought I was going to get a better deal for the diplomats, but maybe it grows, or I don't know how that works. And then cultural differences -1. So when all this adds together, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. So it's going to probably be in pretty good territory, and we can get some pretty nice deals with them. Okay, I get this. I get 3 more colony ships. And let's colonize. I think I got one. No, not going there. One here. And it doesn't look like I have a core world on Butis. Let's probably send one down here. Now I might actually be lacking core worlds this playthrough, I think. So here, that one, take that, and then we'll come over here, grab that world, and then next turn I'll get another colony ship. Okay, boot is 4. Yeah, class 2. So one thing about these worlds, class 1 versus class 2 doesn't affect these numbers. Or at least I don't think it does. You know, higher classes obviously can get more farming, but you're going to want these lower class worlds in Galactic 4. And now this map's pretty spread out, so it's not, might not be able to show the absolute benefit of it, but we'll see. I need to get colony ships over here because I have 5 production sitting there. Okay, let's get a probe and have it scout out over here. And I need another draft colonist. And we'll take... I think I'm grabbing that one already, so... probably this world. Still haven't found one of these worlds. That's why I like to have plenty of scouts, because scouting with a colony ship is terrible. Okay, so I'm out of my range here. So the problem about the super heavy growth builds is sometimes they're waiting for your colony ships to unlock their range. Alright, hyperwave radio, which is, I'll address the other aspect of that. And then plantology is probably good for the Kimberley's Refuge agricultural districts. This is, and then this also leads into space elevators. And I don't know if I need artificial gravity right away. I think I might get plantology. I'll grab artificial gravity if it comes back up, as long as something else more important doesn't come up. And of course, so between these, I'm getting 300% population growth. Okay, now, just for the AI, they've scouted this area, and now they've sent their colony ship, and they're going to try to take this. I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. So the next, I get 2 turns before, because I get to finish my turn, then they get a turn. So I can hold down the control key, or click on that, hold down the control key. Oh, it's not going to do it because I'm not in range. So 6 moves. Let's take this so I can get the proper range. Okay. So they can move 7 moves. It's going to this turn they will come to here, and then they will be able to get all the way over there. So it looks like they could do, yeah, in 2 turns they can get to that core world. And here I can get there in 2 turns, but I get to finish my turn, so I will beat them to this world. And then if they want to colonize something else, they can. I don't care. Okay. Now, this freighter, I'm going to initially try to just kind of be in the way, make them fly around me. Okay, I'm getting a little tired just scouting with this colony ship. Okay, they're over here. So I'll take Buddhist. Now, if they decide to, so they came here, they're coming to this world. The next one that I'm worried about is them changing their mind and coming down here and getting that before me. Which they probably will do because all my stuff's fairly slow. Are these both go in the same spot? Okay. Hit this world. And we're going to do some aggressive trade ship maneuvers. Okay, this is +1 individualism trait, -10 growth, which isn't a big deal. More resistance because I have 300% growth. Influence growth, that might be, oh, 5 approval, that's probably the one to choose. Because approval is always important. Okay, I've now got my my probes out. So now I'm going to do my colony ships. And I'm going to set this on repeat for now. but I also want to look at resources. So I still have quite a bit of money, so I might rush a constructor. And because I want to, hopefully I can get both of those at once. Kind of get whatever resources so I have options for trade. Oh, and it's now been enough time and they're open a trade. Trade proposal. Okay, diplomatic capital. I get this because, or both of it here. Yeah, there you go. Let's do it again. This kind of cracks me up when they grin. So they look at me and maybe they won't grin on the screen. He's all happy. All right. So by having the diplomat, I earn diplomat capital, and you can trade these for credits. Looks like the AI did spend some more money. So I can also trade for diplomat capital if they can't pay the cost. I believe this is a flat 4. So let's see. They have 6. They may not give me the same deal that they're going to offer. Why are you being really funny about your order? Okay, we'll ignore it. So I want to do one trade and see what I can get for it. Start with your techs. Now these have different values. Here, let's do it this way. I'll do the other trade, but I just want to showcase that these techs are different. Weapons tend to be the ones that they don't usually trade for a lot. Now, like Starbase modules, they know that this is a valuable tech. So they're going to ask for almost 1,000 credits for this. On the flip side, you can go the same way and trade it to them for more. Armed shuttles, you know, they know you're going to get it right away. So they'll give you a little bit for it. And then of mine, hyperwave radio, I believe, is pretty good. Trade for them. So let's compare to space weapons. Well, maybe. Oh, and this might actually still be based on their personality. They're warlike. They don't really need to talk. You know, so you can kind of see like what each thing's worth. Now, if I had weapons, they would trade. So I could trade these 2 techs to get armed shuttles, which I will not do. But it's an option. And then I can trade my only Stugler colony. And I can get armed shuttles. And this is probably a good idea because I think I just got the yeah, I got the ability to expand and build more Snuggler colonies. And so I'll give up 3% approval. It cost me maybe 100 here. I think it was like 120 resources, and they'll value it for. It's not showing me because they're just broke as hell. But I think I'm gonna trade a Snuggler colony. And I'm going to. I can do. I see space weapons, and then will you give me armed shuttles too? Space weapons is just the weapons. Armed shuttles gives me shipyard stimulus, garrison, and the basic weapons. And I believe it's 3 turns, 2 turns of research. This one's 4. Okay, so I'll do that one. I'll get space weapons here, and oh, Snuggler Colony is bugged. Yeah, it's bugged. Space weapons. Oh, almost worth doing starbase modules. Okay. It's still up for trade, even though you don't see it. This is the bug. These trade goods don't show up for some reason. But it is considered. And then I might trade diplomat capital for something, you know, but otherwise they're pretty broke. Will they give me modules? No, not really. Anything else I can trade? Probably not. So I will do this. They may even think that was a gift. Okay. So in 10 turns I can do the same thing. Yeah, I might just scout out here and see if there's another antimatter. It doesn't look like that's the case. Okay, and okay, so we found our precursor sentinel. Let's hover over them. I believe these used to have 10 armor. So now it's 18. Those look a little rough. But this looks like 14 asteroids. This looks like a pretty good world. And I think the precursor system is usually pretty good. 1 free Durantium. Okay, so the AI, they tried to go here. Now they have a couple options. If I had a spy, I could see where it was going. And do I have a spy? Embezzler, opportunist. No. I will take you and make you give all my guys a 10% buff to approval. Okay, and oh, I didn't mean to do this. That was an accident. That was a waste. So I want to put and I will rush that. Okay. I think that first. Okay, so the AI, they will either, if they're heading towards Mago, they're going to get there before I do. Unless I do some shenanigans here. Oh, that's probably didn't do it. Okay, and then... Okay, I don't think I can scoop up the Durantium and the antimatter with the same constructor. How do I want to do this? I do want to expand this area fairly quickly. No, not yet. Let's. Yeah, it's a good thing I checked. Oh, probably still doing this. Okay, and let's grab the next artifact. One of these days I gotta look at, pay attention to these artifacts and see if there's any difference between the different types and the rewards you get. Okay. Can I get... No, I need 3 range upgrades. We want antimatter or durantube first. I need both. I need durantium. Okay. Okay, ship upgrades available. I think this has actually been up for a little while here. I've just been tuning it out. Moves. Is that permanent sensor range for that area? Is that how that artifact works? Seems to still be able to see everything that they're doing. Okay, so they went here. That's good. Then I can. They didn't scout this area out, so they didn't see it. The AI has to scout out a world, so they don't cheat and know how the map is laid out. You have to actually go there. All right, let's go Drengin, and that was actually pretty good here. Let's try to scout these worlds. Okay, so it looks like the pirates are messing with something. Okay, space elevators is really important. Railguns is important, but not as much. Asteroid mining, I didn't see a lot of asteroids. And diplomacy, I could probably wait a little bit on that for it to... It's not going to pop up, but I want to get my research higher before I hard research it. Okay, and then let's see, let's look at governors. Okay, none of them really have the highest ones. Opportunist, loyalty. Oh, okay, wait a minute. If I pick him up, I can complete a research. Maybe I'll go for precursor archaeology, because this gives that precursor world is better habitable. Leadership recruiting is actually probably a better pick. And then there's diplomacy. We're gonna go diplomacy, and then I'm gonna go here and I gain him, which completed diplomacy. And then I have starbase modules, Xeno research. Starbase modules is probably the better tech, but I do need to get my research going. Let's do starbase modules. Okay, so let me make some marks. So I'm going to click on the go to option here. This will This is where the waypoints are. And we're going to call this, we'll just lay out our 2 waypoints here. And I can use it to remember where stuff is. So this is a sentinel. This is monsters. Okay. And this has just resources. Let's kind of scout out, find what. Okay, 2 thulium. This one has 4 colonies. So I'll just kind of come up here and see if I can uncover all 4. And then governors, I want to get my growth going, and I want to also try to overtake whatever the AI is doing here. So we'll send this here. Now this is a paradise world. Paradise worlds generally have a lot of cultural input. And then this one doesn't have it, but this is a good world to put in the middle, especially in this location. I can build culture buildings here and I'll maybe do some population and stuff like that. So first let's do the core world capital, because I have a maximum of 3 citizens on this one, so let's try to get the best one, which is a 1. Okay. Housing district. Yeah, adds population. Okay. So next to it, you want to do either a colonial clinic or a housing district. To boost the cap up, every level it gets a little bit more gross income, and then it also increases the population cap. Okay, then here I have food. Food might not be too bad, but this is going to be this is a influence improvement. It grants influence, wealth, approval. Okay. So if I put it here, I can grant levels to these approval districts, but I can't necessarily or that still might be one of the better spots. I don't see a super influence area. We'll use these because our approval is somewhat low. I'm not worried about the order yet. I'm just kind of planning this stuff. Okay, then over here, if I want to do the colonial generator, it could be any one of these, but the generator, let's see. I might just mark this as a manufacturing, but I'm not going to do manufacturing there. Unless I forget. Some production here. Trade network. I do want the Beacon of Babylon if I can get a Harmony Crystal. Which is right here. Okay. And Beacon of Babylon. I want to make sure I have enough stuff around here to get my influence up. So I've already changed my mind about some of these. This is why I don't I can't plan this stuff and play around with it. Let's do this. And okay, so the caverns there, we're going to do the generator up here. We'll do the beacon. Doesn't really matter, but we'll do the beacon around here. This is actually nice if I put it next to a research node. I think this is actually, yeah, it's an influence improvement, but it's a +3 levels of research. So let's put that here. I'm a little crowded up in this corner, but we'll do. Oh, this is only 1 to influence? Okay, I'm going to put that there then. And then if the generator's there, this will be the other. And probably. So what I'm trying to get the bonuses up. So I do want a bunch of culture, but it makes more sense. This is gonna be some research. Actually, what is around this? 2 tech. So a little bit of research, a little bit of production. But I would say mostly a culture and wealth world. So I'll do enough production up here. I'll do the beacon because it's kind of just really good for this world, even though its bonuses, it doesn't add influence bonuses around it. I'll just have it there. And I'll put this in a, yeah, let's do that. And then get some culture. Probably build like so. Okay, colonial generator first, then the supply depot. No, supply depot first, then colonial generator. Colonial clinic will be far to the end. This is gonna look a little weird, but I'm gonna be rushing the Babylon Center here. And grab this. And I'll probably be adjusting this. This does a couple things. By having the extra core world, I have greater population growth, which is not showing all the bonuses, so my feline actually seems to grow slower by default. That's annoying. Oh, build shipyard. That needs to be probably there. Okay, now this, because this is these worlds are closer to this one, it stole that from our capital. So our capital is now a little weaker. So this is something to be to consider here when you're adding cores, is how does it affect everything else. Okay, there looks like there's a another paradise world, really good world down here. How long am I oh, okay, again, that telescope takeovers were faster than that, or recharge faster. Yeah, apparently I can see them. Okay, I need to rush the shipyard and then do. They're going to do supply ships once I unlock it. Did I actually unlock this? I gotta make sure I don't. I need to actually rush that. Yeah, that's kind of more important than. I don't see a lot of resources in my vicinity, so. Okay, Heinlein. Are you at your? Let's see. How long? 9 turns until the next citizen, so we'll do a light spreader. I'm going to grab the cores. The cores are the ones that you want to grab first. Just don't skip the other stuff. Okay, let's start down here. Oops. Was it turn 23? Make a trade with the Drengin. 5%. Let's get our research up. Okay, I have a little bit of a money problem, but there's ways of remedying it. Let's see, capsules. Okay, we got a mining drone here. Helios ore, Durantium. Durantium. Colony ship. Let's see. Do want to check out what's over here. I want to get probe down there too. Yeah, okay, I got probes coming out. Okay, the freighter is almost there, so can go in the freighter mechanics. There's a nest here. Let's see, pirate shipyard. I think there was one around here, and I didn't notice or pay full attention where that was located. So we're just gonna call this a pirate shipyard. We can move that here. Okay. Embark on a journey through the stars to unveil top 5 with the most colonized worlds. I don't even have that many colonies up right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to think that that thing makes it so I can see what they're doing. Okay, so they're sending another colony ship. They're probably going to take this world here next. Or one of these two. Which is fine. I'm not worried about that. It is probably going to annoy them. In fact, we'll check that here. So they consider me ripe for conquest, which means I need to start considering some defensive ships. But overall, we're warm with them. Managed to come across some money here. Okay, hyperwave radio tends to give them a lot. I don't necessarily need to do it. Plantology is worth about 150. Hyperwave radio. So plantology is probably one way to trade here. but let's see what I can get for it. Xeno research, starbase modules, armed shuttles, and subspace scanning. I want none of those, and I will take 160 credit for planetology. Okay, now I send this in. This shows the bank video. Go back to the policy screen. I don't know if it updates right away. Something, it's not showing the trade. All right, so let's, how trade works is there's a number of factors and you can hover over it. So whoever initiates the trade, if you initiate the trade, you get a 33% increase in its value. When they, so there's, while you can passively do it, you get better benefits from initiating all the trades. The route length, how far away, the longer the distance, the more. There is a cap on it, but I don't have it in front of me right now. Route age, the longer the trade route is going, the more valuable it gets. And then trade planet incomes, the better the planet, the more money you can get from a trade. Hovering over this, you can see that they have an income of 7.2, which is giving me a 0.4. So there's a lot of factors. I believe taxes also come into play here. So if I set my taxes to medium, it may not update. I think the taxes do come into play, but I'm not sure if it'll update this, and we're dealing with very small numbers. So let's go here. Now I want to trade as much as possible. The more you trade, the AI is going to consider that and whether or not it's worth declaring war. For some reason, they're expanding towards me, even though, where are you going? Maybe down here? I don't know why you, hopefully you're not going like Buddhist, because that's just silly. Or the AI scouted this area out, doesn't know that I'm there. Alright. I think I need my research to get going. And there's a special improvement. I need Promethean. I don't really have it right now, so I didn't actually expect to have this low of production right now. Times it. I think I probably gonna wrap up in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Is that, just make sure I'm not missing. Yeah, there's still a really nice planet around here. It's got to be over here. Oh, no, it can be. Yeah, this is why I don't like scouting with colony ships. Okay, representation and core worlds start with 100 influence and gain additional per turn. So we'll pick up tolerance. Oh, it's this probe. Let's see. You're going to this spot. Still curious where they're going with this colony ship. I don't think they have the range to go much further down. Doesn't show me. So I would think they would come to here next. Oh, two Promethean over there. Okay, I don't know if I have any other immediate uses my scout, so I'm going to just have it auto scout. Okay, I'm really needs to speed up or increase speed, but I also have to get weapons. And defenses. I need to be prepared for war, even though I'm not going to war. Or trying not to, anyways. Do artificial gravity. So we got our leaders here. Oh, there's a freebie. I've never seen a freebie before. I will take a freebie. Governors. Mago. I might wait because there's that really nice core world that I can't find. Let's switch your route. Let's go over here. I still got time until they would. Okay, that's what I thought. Gimmicks. Looks like I got one a little bit ahead of my growth rate there. Okay. Santium. That's let's find that world so I can get Kimberly's Refuge. Okay, so this one's probably needs supply ships. And still got colony ships coming every 5 turns, which is somewhat slow. Let's see, population 3 of 9. Let's get a supply ship. I need to rush this Babylon artifact here. Colony ship. That would be a good one. I need to find this stupid thing. I think colony ships may come over probably there. Now that, because I have the core world, that's going to, especially it's a paradise world, I might even be able to culture flip the Drengin homeworld. being this close with a paradise world is. Okay. Okay, we scouted over there. Oh, this is a problem. This is a big problem. That is a very disappointing problem. I can't do anything to save it. Okay, so I want to test something here. I've been wanting to do this. 4 citizens. I know I'm gonna lose. They'll go after colony ships. I'm gonna lose this one. And then so I just saved my colonist. Okay, let's. So a little setback, but it could have been worse. Let's bring another colony ship over here. Try this again. Artificial gravity. And xenobiology. Railguns. I need railguns. Don't have a really healthy production right now. In fact, I think I'm probably the worst. Yeah, I am. But I don't worry about it. Like, you can. I'm focusing on growth. It's really, I want to scout where these locations without losing it to pirates. Let's see. I need more supply ships. Yeah, I might actually, I might be rushing that beacon, but I don't necessarily need to hard build it. Leader for minus 10% approval for 25 turns. I kind of hurting on my production, so I might have to cancel, unfortunately. 10%. I need, yeah. There we go. Okay, I got that core world. Governors. Electro. Nope, can't do that. Because they'll lose 50 or 20 points here. Let's take this one. And now they're down to 30. I think I unlocked my commander ships, yeah. Flagship, I think these are all flagships now. 20% income, that's orbiting, threats per anomaly, and okay, in this world I need, probably this is a production world. Technopod hives. Yeah, this is gonna be my production capital. Build shipyard. Let's do a capital here. No, it's $1. This is probably one of the better spots. Once I get to 140 credits, I will rush that shipyard. Okay, now the arena's getting a lot smaller. The AI is gonna probably get these. I mean, I'll try again, but it's not gonna be my focus. Plus, there's some dangerous enemies around there. In fact, there's some around here too. I need to get a marker, even though I'm right next to it. I will forget about it. Pirates. Let's look at the pirate ship because I need to fight these. Okay, they're still relatively weak. Okay, Drengin is now doing another trade. I don't think it's 10 turns. It might be cheaper or sooner. Okay. I don't want to give him diplomacy because then it actually hurts. You know, it's one of the modifiers. Okay, so this is interesting. They're now, because I worked on getting my reputation up, they're cordial, but they've also, now they have a -2. We're thinking about eliminating you early. So they're getting a right rush. Right for conquest, everything like that. Now, I am going to, let's go hyperwave radio and see if they'll trade anything. Now, part of the problem is in this current game, or how I've set this up, is I've actually put myself in a little bit of a bind here. Well, I'm at the point in the game I haven't expanded my military, so it's hurting my trade deals. They think I'm a flea. They want to crush me, even though they're, you know, somewhat happy. They're not going to give me the best deals in the world. Now, exploration treaty, you can trade this AI. They usually give you a lot of stuff for this, and we can now get armed shuttles. Space doctrine. Let's take armed shuttles out of there. Space doctrine, okay. Culture treaty. Let's do that too. That's 25% bonus influence per month. Both civilizations through sharing of culture. Okay, so they will unlock my frigates, armed shuttles, and let's get our research, starbase modules, and nope, they don't want to do subspace streaming. Asteroid mining. Okay, so these two treaties are worth a lot now. Okay, so I can't straight up buy for 80 credits, but I could give them some of my income. Cat's playing with her toy. Oh, 1 thulium? Yeah, I'll do it. Okay. So because I did this, I gave them 2 treaties and a thulium. I can... This treaty kind of I get better influence growth, which I'm the influence leader. So it's a plus for my book and exploration tree. I can see what they can see. So that's a really good deal, deal for all this. And then cap it off. So I get all these techs and credits. This might actually be too strong combination, but we'll do that. Okay. So now I want to finish railguns. Ideally, before I really start building ships, I want the defenses, but I don't know if I'm going to get that far. I'll wait 2 turns. If I don't get unlocked defensives, well, I need something to defend myself with. So let's do shipyard stimulus. Just so I don't want to be in a situation where I can't completely caught without any defenses. Let's look at the AI ships right now. They have a fleet of 9 ships. They have a few different fighter hulls, and this is one of the new changes. So, this is so annoying. I know snipers are beam ships. Guardians are... I don't know. But it's annoying that I have to... I do not like combat rating. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Because I have to keep hovering over all this stuff. Okay. Missile attack 5. Kinetic attack 3. Beam attack. And then they have... Okay, so they don't have defenses yet. But they have 9 ships. I need to be somewhat in the ballpark of their biggest fleet. Because these are supposedly going to be more likely to move out. Let's see. Can I... Yeah. I don't know if that was best one to pick. So we'll finish that. What's up, kitty? You know you miss me. You miss me, don't you? You're a chatterbox. Okay. Oh, that's right. I get the 2... Now I can see all their ships, so I know they're not coming towards me. With that, and it doesn't look like they've broken out of the sector yet. Okay, if the AI is going to do a surprise war, I probably expect to see it in about 5 turns. I don't know whether or not they'll do that. Especially if I get a few more fleets. Let's get our scouts just kind of AI control. This is a asteroid miner. It's probably best to be over here. Okay, don't purr into the mic, please. Okay, and then we got I'm going to probably try to build up some star bases around here. Let's probably build another one around here too. Because I want to try to keep the Drengin to like me, but then, you know, flip them. Cat is all up in my face. You'll miss me. Okay, supply ship. I need to, it's probably over here because, oh, what are these districts cost now? Oh, they changed that. That's why they take so long. They've been greatly increased. I thought I read that. I'll have to, I might have had too many core worlds. Okay. Hey, Goober, sit down. Command a warship. I actually want this. Preserve the artifact. Ancient warship that could shift the balance and power to our favor. This is the Overlord ship. And let's put that over here. It's only a frigate though. Frigate with 2 missile attack and 3 kinetic attack. But more importantly, just helps to increase. Now I'm starting to cult. Oh, I'm actually, they're in rebellion. I might annex this soon. This was one of the changes too. That's supposed to happen much faster. So we have rebellion at 46%. And maybe it looks like my probe woke up because it... Alright, railguns. Defensive studies is not there. Orbital mining. Alright, I'll probably end the stream in about 5 minutes. I'm actually not doing too bad. Now, the Drengin I don't think are the strongest ones. Right now, when we're at turn 33 on Incredible, and they're only at 100. They're way behind as well. And these were some test things I was working on. Oh, I meant to actually wipe them out. Alright, let's get some fighters. But at least I'll have siege. Okay. 4 fighters. I want to make the interceptor types so they'll have interstellar drives. Did this change? Nope, still expensive. Alright, interstellar drives, so they're a little faster here. Don't have any resources yet. And where's the railgun? We'll do 2 railguns and a shield. Oh, I don't have shields yet. So let's do 3 railguns. This will be a police interceptor. Mark 1. No defense. Okay. We can get rid of the AI's designs. Because I don't think any of them have defenses on that. Okay. How much is this? 380. I want police interceptors, but I do want to rush this improvement. $46. Oh, $85. Wow. Yeah, that goes a lot faster now. So I'm gonna flip this world to my faction. And once those colony. This is that guy that. Yeah, let's. Don't want to do this one. That would be bad. We'll just do this. Need to give him a harmony crystal before this is a problem. Oh, yeah, I'll take more warships to. Now, one thing I noticed is the Drengin no longer are trying to kill me early. Because I just got enough military just to kind of balance it out a little bit. Alright. Supply ships still need better. Okay, and I annexed their world here. Let's go here. So I might, oh, sweet. Yes, let's just keep giving me warships. They're frigates, whatever. But, gets my score, military score up. Okay, I'm not, sensor range this time. Okay. So now I'm going to boost my... I think my limit on starbases will be 4. Or no, we'll do 3. I can do 3 starbases, whatever combinations, but I can do 3 starbases operating on 1 planet. So in this case, I'm going to do 2 culture bases, take advantage of that fact, or my strength here. As far as research is concerned, I'm going to grab defensive studies, shields when I get access to them. I want to go down the culture and diplomacy trees a little bit more. So let's communication starbase. Wait, did that seriously update immediately? If that did, I'm gonna be happy. I've been wanting that since Galactic 3. Or maybe I'll stream my turn. Okay, so I'm adding 10% influence growth, plus a number of influence, and then another 10%. So I'm at 39 influence, basically like a Krennic temple influence right now. Getting close, almost close enough to buy that 500 credits. And then I have a trade up. So I will do hyperwave radio. I'm not going to give him diplomacy, and I'm not going to give him railguns. I don't give them weapons. They don't have any credits here, which I was hoping I could get. Another thing I could trade for is resources. And let's see, subspace scanning, streaming, and we'll go, no. Lyrium, thulium, and promethean. I could do promethean. No, they don't want to give any of that stuff up. I can't break into like ally territory. In fact, let me go in here. Look at my capital. I don't really have anything I want to trade for. Wow, they don't have that many ships. That's actually a surprise for them. Okay, let's do this. Beacons now in 5 turns. Now, I don't know the new, like some of these improvements can get scooped or sniped by the AI faster now. So, I don't know the new timings. It's quantum computing is a pretty good pick. Energy deflection I really need, but I don't know if I want to wait 8 turns. Let's do quantum computing. AI is just harassing the computers. I haven't seen a minor faction at all. That's odd. Probably first game where I don't see one in the home sector. Let alone like 3 of them. Okay. Now we got going somewhere. Now with this, Jenna's not in our same sector here. So I'm just curious what. She's not really going to trade anything because she doesn't really know us. So let's do a couple things here. Trade proposals and open borders. Probably all we do right now. Top 5 highest. Yeah. One slider. Actually, that was probably a bad deal because I think the other offers like a whole bunch of money, which I read. And I'll have to be very careful down here. Okay. Okay, coordination beacon should have been right there. That's fine. Why is the resistant? Why is everyone so low on their military? It's almost turned 40 and they're not even broke 300 or 200 yet. Manufacturing. I need. Yeah, this is. I have to hard research that. Okay. This is. Then I might consider doing my orbital improvements. This is probably all the colonies I might have, or core worlds. Maybe a few more colonies. We need. Let's see. Let's do 5 of those for now. Or let's build those until I have energy deflectors. Oh, that's probably the correct number. Okay, I got the beacon in Babylon. Let's build that first. And we should probably build that so I have that for trades. Partner's Legacy. Should really read what these do. Okay, world's over, 50% approval, get more influence, so that's something to consider in my approval going. So let's come to here. Okay, so except for this one, everything's basically there. How good is this? 4 beam attack. And basic defenses. Okay. Alright, so probably rush the colonial clinic with this. Let's wait a turn to lock that production in. Okay, well, that is all I might do today. So, whoever's watching, if anyone, have a good day.